so sour, baby. Running out of steam every day, be the same. Living like this, testing all my patience.
Welcome back to another video. Guys, it's been a hot minute. I am so warm, by the way, so let me just cool down. Just turn the fan off because I thought the noise is going to be really annoying for you guys, but it actually turns out that I'm roasting without it. So it is Saturday night. This is going to go out on Friday, so it's almost a week early in real time. It is blue skies in London, but it has been raining all day. I think it's been raining across the country, to be honest. But anyway, I'm here. I got my cup of tea. This is a new little glass cup I got from TK Maxx. So apparently tea tastes better drinking out of glass. So bit of glass tea ASMR, but I fear it goes, I sound like Chintzia, oh my god, I literally keep saying that. I fear it goes cold quicker. Don't know if that's just me, but it literally is like lukewarm now. But anyway, welcome back. I've just done an everything shower, so it kind of feels more like a Sunday night than a Saturday, but it was needed. But I flapped myself for now, and I thought let's do a bit of a book update because I've not been talking about books for a hot minute, and I haven't been in a slump. I just genuinely don't know why I've not been talking about them, so here we are. I was on like a fantasy like high for a while, and like I feel like it ended in June. When I went away in June on literally as I landed on holiday, I finished the last book of A Court of Thorn. Oh no, I didn't. I finished my last book of Throne of Glass, should I say, and I was so emotional. I was literally like on the coach like to the hotel, and I was like, oh my god, it's over. And Cam was like, Bella, we're literally on holiday, like how are you sad right now? And I was like, you don't understand, like I just feel like until you read Throne of Glass, you really don't understand what it is to like love a series, like gutturally love a series. So anyway, I decided it's time for a break. So on holiday, I read my new Karen Swan book, which I don't know if it is the last. I've been saying it's the last of the Wild Isles collection, but I'm not sure if it was, so scrap that if I said that. And I've gone back to Bridgerton because one of my goals this year was to finish the books that I already own and to finish all the series. Last year, I don't know how it happened, I started like so many series. I was like starting, so I'd like Throne of Glass, I'd like started Bridgerton, like I started the Wild Isles. Like I was like, why am I balancing 3 series at once? This is ridiculous in like 3 separate genres. Like it's just stupid. So that was my goal. So I went back to the Bridgertons. And I've been reading them sort of since. So I just finished last night. The first one I'm going to talk about is, this is Bridgerton number 7, and this is In His Kiss. So obviously everyone's probably watched the Bridgerton series. I'm literally getting a sweaty upper lip. I'm getting a Sula because it's so warm. And this is number 7. So I thought there was only 8. I was like, oh my god, I've only got 1 left, but there's 9. And I got them all for my birthday like last year, so I've had these for a year now, and I was like, this needs to be finished before my birthday because that's ridiculous. Anyway, so this one is about, I'm gonna say her name wrong, it's Hyacinth, the youngest daughter basically. It's about the youngest daughter, number 7. I finished it last night. I'm not gonna lie, breezed through this in a couple of days. What's great about these Bridgertons is they're really short and they're just really easily digestible. Like, how many pages is that? Look, 368. So I finished that in a couple of days, and I like how easy they are. They're quite a good fit in a little bag kind of book. But yeah, so this is the 7th. It's about her story. her like love story. And what I love in this one, this is the first time I've noticed that she does like a little Bridgerton family tree. I don't know if that's going to focus. Hopefully that is focused, but like a little Bridgerton family tree, and I really appreciate that. I was like, thank you, Julia. Anyway, it was really good. Really, do you know what? I always say Bridgerton's an easy read, and that makes it sound like I'm like putting it down. I'm not putting it down. Like, I did find it addictive. The other ones, I've preferred some of the other storylines. I love Sophie. I'm literally, you can see a squirrel just attacking a tree. Sorry, I'm just watching the squirrel. I love the Sophie and Benedict story, which is the next one that's coming out on Netflix. Great. I loved actually the Eloise story. That was really nice because it was quite different, quite a fresh take on a romance. Like, she was very like pragmatic with it, and yeah, so basically this is her story about falling in love and getting married. I feel like I can't really talk about the actual book because it's just going to spoil it. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to spoil it, the story. And then Gregory's a little bit in this one because I think it's his book next. Let me have a look. And what's quite nice about this one's got a lot of Lady Danbury in, and I love her character. And there's like a little mystery in this one as well about the love interest, Gareth, about his like family. But yeah, so that's what I've just read. Finished it last night. It was really nice, satisfying ending, and also the one of the characters in it is called Isabella, and I was like, oh my god, my name. So that's fun. So that's what I've just finished reading. What I'm currently reading is the next Bridgerton. So I'm basically trying to balance 2 books at once, which has never really gone well for me, but here we are, we're trying. This is what I'm currently reading as well, is How the Pill Changes Everything by Dr. Sarah E. Hill. Now, a couple of girls that I know have recommended me this book. They were like, just read it, like it's really fascinating, you learn a lot. Cool. So I was like, okay, and I had a free book on Waterstones, so this was a freebie from my Waterstones points. Very happy about that. And I'm like halfway through. I'm not gonna lie to you ladies, it is a brain read, and I'm not always down for a brain read, but nevertheless, saying that, if you can power through it, I'm learning lots. Like, I'm mesmerized by some of the science that is coming out about female and female hormones. Right, let me read a little bit of the blurb because I feel like right now I'm not really selling this book, and it is worth selling. So it says, the pill changes your brain chemistry, alters your stress response, can increase your risk of depression, influences who you are attracted to. I've been on the pill, like I'll openly say that I've been on the pill since I was like 14. I got put on it by my doctor for period reasons, and I'm not like advertising going off the pill if you're on the pill, but I have just come off the pill after reading, I'm not even finished this, reading half of this, because I'm finding it, I don't want to say scary, I'm finding eye-opening, learning about female hormones and what actually is in the pill and how that correlates with, I know how it worked by stopping periods, but how it works with everything else in your body. The fact that the pill has testosterone in it, had no idea about that. And she has like a big, it's really fascinating actually, she has a big, can I find it? This is it. She has a big diagram of, is this gonna focus? I don't know if this is gonna focus, let me see. It's a big diagram of all different pills and like the level of testosterone and estrogen it is in it, what generation of pill it is. Like I don't know, when I went to the doctor, my doctor suggested going on it, and then when one of them stopped working, we were like, oh, we'll try another one that's slightly different, but they never explained to me what was in it, why it was different, and how it could work it affects my body and how that could differ from the previous one. I just thought it was a different like dosage, and maybe that's me being like ignorant, but like genuinely that is just the truth. And my friend came off the pill sort of nearly a year ago, and she has noticed a massive difference in her sense of smell, in her like how she processes emotions, in her sort of like behavioural changes. Like, it honestly, I find it mad. Like, I think every medication you go on, there's side effects, and you're always warned about the major ones, the health risks, the blood clots, the migraines, the chances of this, the chances of that. Like, you're always warned about that, but you're never warned about the sort of hormonal, mental, emotional changes that can occur, and don't always. Some people live literally like completely like don't get any sort of side effects from this, and I might not notice a change, but I might. And I feel like I've been on it nearly 10 years now, so I'm turning 24 next month. So I just feel like it's time for me to come off it, see what I'm like off it, see if my periods can regulate, see if my hormones are any more settled, my stress, my eating habits, my like sexual motivation. Like, I just want to see if it changes. Let's like see how I am without it, and if I still need it, because I went on it for a quick fix when I was 14 and suffering with really severe periods, and instead of looking into why my periods were severe, they just put me on the pill, which was fine. Like, it did solve a lot of problems, but not all of them. And I feel like every time I went to the doctors, I was sort of just fobbed off about it, and I feel like lots of girls go through this. So even if you're not in the pill, even if you're not interested in coming off it, if you're on it, it's a really interesting book on like female hormones and how like how our cycles, like how they affect us, like what they actually do, like everything. So I find this a really interesting read. I'm not gonna lie and say it's an easy read. Like, I can read a couple of pages and be like confused, or I can read a paragraph twice just to like really understand it. I think she's really brilliant about like bringing relatability in with the science, and she talks a lot about studies, and like she'll be like, oh, this and this is how it works, this is a study, but like she's not like come off the pill, it is bad, or come off all like, or go on sort of contraception. She's very much like, here are the facts, this is what we're learning about. It's very new learning. Like, it is. I think it's crazy that some of these studies are only just happening now, and yet the pill's been like readily available for like 50 years, which is just mind-boggling to me. But yet again, it shows that it shows that there isn't enough money and infrastructure and research into female health, and I feel like the more we know as like young women, the better. That's sort of running alongside my fiction books. And then, because I finished my Bridgerton last night, I'm gonna start the next one tonight. This is number 8. This is called On the Way to the Wedding. Who is this about? Oh, this is Gregory's story. Okay, so he thinks he's in love with one person, but he's actually in love with another, and she's getting married to another man. So he has to go to the wedding to change her mind. Crazy. So this is Gregory's book. I'm actually just going to go get my number 9, because I'm so confused what number 9's about, because then that's all the siblings, unless it's about the mum. Because I just was like, assumed that I had 8 books, but I had 9 and there's only 8. Anyway. Okay, I'm really not quite sure. I think it's lots. Oh, this is quite cute. So it's like each chapter's like a happily ever after of all the books. So like number 1, there's an epilogue at the end of it, but this is like a second epilogue like further down the line about what's Daphne's life, like what's her kids like, da, da, da. So it's each one of the books, and then there must be like a novella, sort of either, is it, oh, it's called Violet and Blue, that's so cute. A novella, okay, is at the end. So pages 320 to 374. Oh, okay, so literally for like 50 pages, and and it's about Violet. Oh, that's so cute. I think it must be when she fell in love with her husband. Oh my gosh. That's actually really cute. I feel like that's so nice that she's done that. I feel like she's done that for the readers. You know, like a nice, like, tie it in a bow, all the books. She's quite nice because I read #1 like over a year ago now, like it was such a long time ago. So it'd be quite nice to just sort of like finish the series with a little like reminder of each book and where they're at. So that is that one. I actually, so it's my birthday in like, what day is it today? It's like the 19th, okay. So it's like my birthday in under a month now. So the plan is to read Gregory's story, which is actually a little bit short. No, actually no, I think it's about the same length. 370, yeah, another 3 under 400 page book. To read this and finish this. And I'm not sure if it's possible. No, I feel like it 4 weeks. Yeah, because to be honest, I actually blitzed through the In His Kiss. It's in its kiss. It's in his kiss. God, I can't get my words out. It's in his kiss. I blitzed through that in like 5 days. So I want to get these done. And then the other thing that I thought I'd talk about while I'm on here is as you all know, live in London now. I've been here a year, which is crazy because it feels like it's been like 6 months. I've been here a year. Yes, I lived away for a couple of months, but other than that, I've been here. And friendship's really hard to come by in London. Like, I feel like I've not been really like spoken about this a lot, but I feel like it's really hard to find friends in London. And not in the way that it's like, oh, I've got no friends, but like, I don't live in a flat share, a house share, so I've not got like housemates to socialise with, and like I haven't met like friends through their friends. Like, I know some of my friends, like they've built a friendship group on the people they live with, and they're already established friendships because that's just an easy way to meet people. And then through work, I don't work in a very like social place. Like when I was at M&S, like there wasn't like people my age and into like things that I liked. I met some lovely people, but like not friends like even in their 20s, you know. And then now I work at a play cafe, so I only work with one other lady. And then yeah, I nanny, and then when I nanny, it's just me and whichever child I'm looking after, so it's not like social. I've met a few other nannies that are friends of mine, but yeah, I just feel like I really want to start investing in making more friends. Not that I'm a person that loves a big friendship group, because I actually really don't. Like I couldn't imagine anything worse than having like a 12-person friendship group. I had like a 10-person friendship group at one point in school, and it was just too much. My point is, I wanted to try and push myself to meet some more friends, and I went to a event called it's a group called the Girlies Guide, and they do events with girls. You rock up, you don't know anyone, like you have to book the ticket on your own, and it's about meeting friends and meeting like like-minded girls who live in London that are in like the 20s and 30s. And I thought it was really cute. I'd seen a TikTok about it, and I thought, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to do one. So this week I went, and they did a book event called Thirst Trap at this little bar. So we turned up, there was like 20 or 30, maybe like 20-ish girls. Nobody knew each other. Everyone like lived in London. This Irish author has just published this, Thirst Trap. And we went, we got to hear about what the book's about, we got given a copy of the book, we had some little like question prompts, and yeah, we got some Prosecco, and then we all sat down and basically talked about books and talked about life and made friends. And it was really cute. It was like 2 hours long. The ticket was only £10, and I got a book. I was out for 2 hours, and I got a couple of glasses of Prosecco. So it was an absolute bargain, and I met some really nice girls. So yeah, it was just a little sign to say, go do it, push yourself. I pushed myself. I was really nervous / excited going, had the butterflies in my tummy, felt like I was going on a date, and I like rocked up and was like, hi. hi, like having to introduce yourself. And it made me realise you only really make friends like growing up through clubs, family, friends and school. It's so hard to just like meet a stranger and become friends with them. So this is your sign to just smile at people more, say hello to people more. If someone looks nice, give them that compliment, don't be shy, because you never know, you can make a new friend. So yeah, this is the book. It's about, let me read it. It says, sometimes friends hold you together, sometimes they're why you're falling apart. So it's meant to be a really like sexy, a funny book about like a group of friends that live together in Ireland. It's a bit chaotic. So I'm going to read this. This is my future read, hopefully. And then yeah, these were my previous read. It's In His Kiss by Julia Quinn. My current read, How the Pill Changes Everything. And my about to start read, On the Way to the Wedding, followed by Happily Ever After. So a very like female romance coded book haul from me. I just want to say thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, like it, go watch our other bookshelf episodes. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be, it's gonna be very heavy on the Isabella vlogs this summer. I forgot to say, actually exciting news, I'm working away in Dublin for a month in August. So we're gonna be doing some vlogs in Dublin, maybe doing a bit of traveling, a little bit exploring. I've never been to Ireland, so I'm really excited. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, you know the drill. Until next time, bye.